So for this next one, there's a few more question marks than the previous. So here we're looking at execute command apply effect to object, which is how effects get applied to objects. Pretty straightforward. So first of all, let's take a look at how it's grabbing each value. So if you recall, I have it here, apply effect to object. Its parameters are their duration type, the effect, the target, and the actual duration, by default 0. So it grabs these off the stack in order. First it grabs duration type, make sure it, also it's grabbing the game object array as well, but yeah. It grabs the duration type, it grabs the effect, it grabs the target ID, which is just the object that is the being targeted, and it gets the duration. First thing it does is it checks to make sure those are all successful, and then it says, all right, is it instant? If so, it manipulates the subtype a bit. If it's temporary, then it's going to set a duration for the effect. And if it's permanent, which is this else block, it will do some different manipulation to the subtype. So yeah, that's pretty straightforward. Next up, it grabs the game object for the target object. And we're essentially checking to see if it's a null object, it's just going to discard the effect and move on. So we don't need to worry about that. So if we're assuming it does get it, though, we're going to go ahead and grab the game object from the creator. So essentially, we grab the creator ID of the effect that's been made, and we go ahead and get the creator of this object. We make sure it's valid. Next up, we check if it's a creature, and if so, what we do is we convert it over to creature, and this part here is still a bit mysterious to me. I've been digging around, looking at references to these different values in both the creature and the effect structure, and I'm not certain what their purpose is just yet. So we'll put a pin in that. Moving on, it also does the same thing with the target object, and similarly does some checks about it, checking the effect type. Also, I'm not certain what effect type 28 is. It's not on the list of the script constants. Oh, wait, right over here. There we go. Yeah, 28's not in here anywhere. I've checked a few times. Yeah. So if I back out of here, one more. There we go. I'm not certain what's going on down here either, and what field of the object type this is. So those are some mysteries still, but essentially after that, it just goes ahead and calls apply effect on the target object, putting this effect, and there's also this unknown integer that gets passed in that I'm not totally familiar about yet. But regardless, this is looking like our next destination, apply effect. Gotta figure out what's happening there next. All right, thank you.